Coming up on All Access.
Goes a long ball right. It was caught inside the 5. Aguilar, that's it,
After a year of being here, you know, I feel at home, I feel at peace and comfortable.
You know, I always knew I wanted to play at that stadium, and I always, watched, Glenn Dorsey, and I always was like, man, I want to be like that one day, and, sure enough, my dreams came true.
Well, the Ravens are a very explosive offensive team, and this is going to be, Lamar splitting it on a 78-yard quarterback keep. It's all over.
An old-school, grinded-out game on the road results in the Patriots' first win of the year. Hello and welcome to Patriots All Access presented by GEICO. I'm Steve Burton. The Patriots even their record at 1-1 in defeating the Steelers in a game that all three phases contributed to the victory. This week, it's a home opener, as New England welcomes another AFC North rival, the Baltimore Ravens. Plus, we have a Hall of Fame induction to look forward to. So let's begin the show with the sights and sounds from the Patriots' win in the Steel City.
I miss you, man.
Fellas, today we got one mindset.
The Patriots with this opening drive again into Pittsburgh territory. A give to Damien Harris. Runs to the right side. Harris carries across for 25. Cardona snapped to Bailey in place. Folks kick airborne to the uprights, and the kick is right down the middle as the Patriots take the game's first lead.
Good double team. You got a hat on a hat. Just keep finishing.
Pickens in motion to the right. Trubisky with a play fake. He sets up in the pocket. He's pressured by Jennings. He's pressured by Barmore. And Christian gets to the quarterback near midfield.
Hey, be ready for a poop because they did it twice now. Good run.
Jones takes the snap on 3rd down and 3. Dances in the pocket, throws a long ball right with some contact out. It was caught inside the 5 and in for the score. Agholor, touchdown, Patriots.
Aguilar, that's it, baby. Good play, boys. Hell of a play.
Olszewski stands to our right outside the 15-yard line on the far hash, inching forward with a snap to Jake Bailey. Right puts the kick short. Olszewski with a fair catch called for it. He drops it, and Schooler is there for the Patriots at the 20-yard line. To give Damien Harris a blast up the middle, and he's through the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. Patriots add to the lead.
Good job. Keep playing.
Don't take control of it. Getting opportunities to run the ball. We need more than 3 at a time. Hey, it's the biggest drive of the game now.
Takes the snap, gives it to Harris. He runs it through the left side. A cut back right at the 35. Tackled at the 30. Now Mac Jones takes the snap and drops to the knee. And the Patriots will even their record.
We had a business. That's it. That's it.
Good job, man. Good job. That was great.
Look, that's a damn good job of figuring out what it takes to win in here and then coming in and play into it, all right? Knowing how we got to play and then play into it. Physical toughness, mental toughness, that's the way we got to play it, and that's the way we got to play. All right, great job. All three phases, got a lot of big contributions.
Now, y'all help out the new members of the congregation. How do we feel about getting our first win of the year?
That wasn't the only thing that happened in the victorious Patriots locker room.
500, huh? You said it's a good one to have, huh? 500, baby. 500, baby. Yeah.
That was great.
Gotta get 500. 500.
Look, we got a lot of big wins here in Pittsburgh. All right, got a lot of big wins here. I think it's fitting that, you know, this one comes on Mr. Kraft's 500th.
Thank you all. I'll tell you, our family has a chance. I speak for Jonathan here as well. We have a chance to be in a number of different businesses. There's no business like the NFL, because we bring community together and we play like a team. No one can do it on their own.
Right.
What you guys did here today is so sweet for my family. I thank you all. And doing it here in Pittsburgh is pretty special.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to take a look at some of the big plays for the plays of the week in the win over Pittsburgh. Coach, that sequence at the end of the game, walk us through it, starting with the punt.
Well, there are several big plays in the fourth quarter. This was one of them, and we're stopped here on the 40-yard line. Couldn't quite get it into field goal range, so this is a plus 50 punt here from Jake. He does a nice job of dropping it down there inside the 10. Just a little backspin on it. Make the play there around the 11-yard line. And so defensively, come on the field here, first down, and this is a really good run defensive play, an end zone shot here where Pittsburgh's trying to run the zone play to the defensive right. This is Judon setting the edge here on Moore. Godchaux really doing a nice job here on the center reach block. Bentley, and then this will be Mac Wilson right here coming over from the weak side. So nice job here of squeezing this off, and here comes and this is Godchaux right there, really making the play here with the center. And then here comes Mac from the backside over to make the tackle. So
that's a great job by him. And then, of course, he had the tip on the interception from Mills there, too, kind of middle in that one.
Huge play there. So that creates a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. And as you can see, the Steelers come out in an empty formation here. So this is a blitz, and the offensive line squeezes down, takes the inside guys, as we would expect them to do, and then Judon's free off the edge. Ball's tossed out there to Najee Harris, who's an excellent back, very hard to tackle. But this is Phillips and then Mills, and here come 3 or 4 other guys over there, Wise, McMillan, to get in on the play and make a big 3rd down stop.
Yeah,
so
good to see the guys get excited, too, get around the ball.
Absolutely.
I know you like that.
And then on the last drive, 4-minute drive, we had a play here where we ran to the tight end side. So this is where the Steelers trying to get the ball back. They blitz with their 2 linebackers right up the middle, and this off-tackle play, we're able to come down and seal all this off with a bunch of down blocks here, and then pull Mike Onwenu around and turn out on the end here with Jonnu. This is a key block right here by Humphrey. He comes in and does a nice job of this, getting the safety, and then Onwenu comes around, seals this off, and Damien's able to go through the line there for a nice run to get us a first down and enable us to eat up some more clock.
Absolutely. Plus the ball control, the ball security, covered it up. And the guards did a great job this week, along with Strange, on the pulls and the lead blocks.
They did. We had several pull plays. Here's the same play from the end zone. And again, the type of thing that you would expect the defense to do in this situation is to try to come with some inside pressure, try to get penetration and create a negative play. Trent really does a nice job here of coming down on this 3 technique and sealing this off. And then as Mike Onwenu comes around, he's able to kind of clean up the linebackers coming through there. here's that crack block we saw earlier from LJ, and sets up a nice run here for Damian. And then to kind of finish it off here, this is 3rd and 3 with 1:51 to go. Then this was a play back to the weak side, so the Steelers had adjusted and kind of brought an extra guy over here on the strong side for the play that we had just run. Then this is a play to the weak side where Strange comes down on the nose, Trent's on the tackle, David Andrews pulling around for the linebacker, and Damian's able to get downhill here, and as you see, needs to get to about the 16-yard line. He's able to get downhill here and get that first down. So big play for us here to end the game and not give the ball back to the Steelers.
I know we're going to take one more look at it here from the end zone, too, but that's a good feeling, too. When you got 9 guys in the box, they know they have to stop it. You're still able to go ahead and rush it and continue to run that clock out.
Yeah, really is. Mac did a nice job of making sure we had a good play on in these situations, and Trent really does a nice job here on Highsmith, kicking him out and widening the gap there. When Cole blocks down here on Hayward, then he's able to kind of pin him, and then, Andrews is able to pull around here on Miles Jack and gets a nice block there. So that's a good-looking hole there, and good job finishing it off.
All right, Coach, great stuff. Coach is going to stick around because we're going to have the Bellustrator later in the show, but more of All Access will return right after this.
Coming up on All Access.
Whoa, Nelly. We're joined by wide receiver Nelson Agholor.
Going through different things, I feel at home, I feel at peace, and comfortable.
And later, learn of Davon Godchaux's journey to the NFL.
8 years old, I wouldn't have thought that I'd be here right now. We were just doing it for fun.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. By Ace Ticket, where New England fans go for tickets to all their favorite events. Visit aceticket.com. By Pepsi, Patriots watching better with Pepsi. And by Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off.
Patriots running back Damien Harris posted onward and upward to start off week 2, and the Patriots did exactly that by sealing a victory in Pittsburgh. I'm Tamara Brown with your Social Media Minute, and I'm kicking things off with Nelson Agholor dunking on a defender in Pittsburgh. I've watched the play about 30 times, and it doesn't get old watching every major sports media account post the clip. And with every big-time play comes a big celebration. The offense couldn't wait to get in the end zone to share this moment with Agholor. Check out Mac Jones' dance moves. I'll leave you with this. If you haven't seen the post-game press conferences with the players introducing each other, it'll give you a good laugh. As if these guys need intros for their press conferences, they had a great time with it.
My guy, good friend, Nelson Agholor.
Our captain, your captain, my captain, Mr. McCoy.
Don't need no intro, that's Mac Jones.
Until next time, that's all for this week's Social Media Minute.
Week 3 and the Foxborough faithful will get their first glimpse in person of the 2022 Patriots. Dan Roach updates us on the team that is a work in progress.
The Patriots,
all right,
will even their record, and ultimately the difference, a field goal this afternoon in Pittsburgh.
It wasn't perfect, but it didn't matter. This win in Pittsburgh Sunday was about one thing, getting that first victory of the season.
It's not about always winning super pretty all the time. It's about winning. So that's all I care about. That's all I've ever cared about. All the other stuff takes care of itself.
It's always good to be able to correct film and move forward with a win. But I would say Wednesdays are the day where last week doesn't matter.
This week, it's the home opener for these Patriots. After extended road journeys to Vegas and Miami and the first games on enemy turf, finally, this team gets to play here at Gillette Stadium.
Excited. I love playing here. I love playing at the stadium. I know our fans will be excited, so can't wait to get out there and obviously, such a big game with Baltimore. Obviously, a lot of history there and a great organization. So, it'd be a great environment.
It was great, to be able to have the fans, at our whim. Third downs got to be loud, great energy, and it feels great, to be back home, get into a little bit of a routine. So excited.
Yes, the 1-1 Ravens are coming to town, a team that was stunned by Miami last week, but a team that includes former NFL MVP quarterback Lamar Jackson, who threw for 3 touchdowns against the Dolphins while also rushing for 119 yards and another touchdown on the ground.
We're starting to see whether it's him, Josh Allen, like you're seeing these guys now, the mental part of the game just comes so much easier for them, and they've been in the same offenses, doing it kind of over and over again, year in, year out. So it's dangerous.
One defensive note coming in, if Matthew Judon can register a sack on Sunday, he'll join Pro Football Hall of Famer Andre Tippett as the only 2 Patriots in franchise history to register a sack in each of the first 3 Patriot games to start a season. For Patriots All Access, I'm Dan Roach.
All right, Dan Roach, thank you very much for joining me now as Patriot wide receiver Nelson Agholor. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too, man.
Hey, I got to ask you, what's the mood of this football team right now after the win?
I think we're moving in the right direction. A win like that gives you good momentum to know what the right preparation can do for you. So we have the right mindset going into this week 3.
Do you feel more comfortable being here after your second year here?
I do. Familiarity is everything. After a year of being here, going through different things, I feel at home, I feel at peace, and comfortable.
50-50 balls. Take me through that play where you just snatched it out of his hand and scored a touchdown. And we'll talk about the 50-50 ball, but take me through that play.
I just ran a go ball. Matt gave me an opportunity, and a play needed to be made. So I just tried to concentrate and make a play.
When the ball's in the air and it is 50-50, what's your mindset? Is it really 50-50 in your mind? Do you go by that?
You know what? It's all about your focus. Different people have different answers. I think at the end of the day, you just have to have focus. I said this, last time I was asked this, defender has one job, and it's to defend the ball. It's not even to catch it. My job is to make the play. So I have to have more focus than him and be a little bit more aggressive at the point of attack. So I think it's just about your focus.
Where'd that term even come from? It seems like that term is more popular now, the 50-50 ball.
Couldn't tell you.
But you guys practice that during practice?
It's a scenario that comes up whenever you're covered. If it's a closely covered opportunity, everybody says that because it's 2 men, so they just break it down in half, right?
Break it down in half. Do you like the term?
It is what it is.
It is. I understand. The offense, is it moving in the right direction?
It is.
Do you feel like it is?
It is. With every offense, even right now in the NFL, as they go week by week and more things are on tape, you have a better feel for how the guys play. Even as a receiver, I have a better feel about how I compliment, Devontae, how I compliment, Kendrick, how I compliment Jacoby.
Right.
And on and on. And them for me, and as our play callers watch everybody move around, they're more familiar with how to use everybody. So it's going the right way, and I think with reps and opportunity, you just get better.
Bill Belichick said that you are one of the most consistent players this year. When you hear that, how does it make you feel?
It's a compliment, but it's also now a standard, an understanding.
Good point.
When he says something like that, it's a message to you to stay the course, It's not a pat on the back, it's just a message to stay the course.
Stay focused.
Yes, sir.
Good luck this weekend.
Appreciate you.
Nelson Aguilar, our guest. We'll be back for more on Patriots All Access right after this.
We kick off our 27th season of presenting our Coach of the Week award with a quick trip up Route 95 to Sharon High School. Congratulations to head coach Dave Morse. His Sharon Eagles knocked off Westboro to move to 2-0 on the year before beginning independent league play. Presenting the award is Pro Football Hall of Fame linebacker Andre Tippett.
It's how you work. It's how you practice against the guy that's across the line of scrimmage from you, and it's how you outwork the guy that's next to you.
The Patriots Charitable Foundation will donate $1,000 to the Sharon High School program in the name of head coach Dave Morse.
It's incredible to have our kids recognized for their hard work. So again, just thank you to Mr. Tippett, Mr. Kraft, and the entire Kraft Charitable Organization for everything they do for us.
Eagles on 3, 1, 2, 3, Eagles!
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to sit down with Coach Belichick after the big win at Pittsburgh. And seeing you in the locker room, you emphasized how great of an environment that was. You know, it's still Patriots, Steelers on the road in Pittsburgh, tough football town. How proud of you were of your team in that moment?
Very proud. I thought the guys really stepped up and played a tough physical football game, kind of the way you need to play in Pittsburgh. We played our best football in the fourth quarter with a couple big third down stops and some good field position in the kicking game, and then we're able to run out the clock offensively the last 6.5 minutes. So they really stepped up and played good football at the end when it counted the most.
How much does that type of result that you get help emphasize, you know, our approach, what we're trying to get done, and to show the team, hey guys, if we just listen to do this, we could do this?
Yeah, I don't think there's any problem with that. I think it's just doing it. It's just going out there and doing it against top competition, teams that are game planning for you, that are giving you different looks, that are forcing you to make adjustments all the way through. Coaches, players, it's been good for all of us, and we all have a lot of work to do. But it was good to get that win, and hopefully we'll continue to improve here week by week as we start stringing these weeks together and get into the midseason and can play our best football then.
You got an angry Baltimore team coming in this week, right?
Well, I'm sure they're always
they're angry anyway.
So that's another team we've had a great rivalry with. Even though they're out of our division, seems like we play them pretty frequently and have played them in a lot of big games, similar to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Again, team that's well coached, that's tough, that plays good defense, can run the ball, very good in the kicking game, outstanding specialist, and I'm sure that'll be a big challenge for us. There's no question. They'll be ready to go, and played them a couple of years ago in a tough, hard-fought, close game in the rain, and so we'll see what happens this time.
AFC North opponent, like playing Pittsburgh the week before, how much can that help you sort of get ready for that tough defense, special teams, everything? Their ability to run the football skill set.
Well, it definitely familiarizes you with the Ravens, because we saw the Ravens play Pittsburgh, and it just now that we're flipping to the Ravens, you just seen them in a few weeks or a few previous games against the Steelers, and just start to get a little bit of a feel for their team, and more so than just starting cold on them.
All right, we can sit here and talk all day about Lamar Jackson. Looks like you're watching a video game, when you see him run through defenses, and you played against him, and you've had some trouble with him. You've also kept him under wraps. How much has he changed as a thrower? Looks like he bulked up a little bit in the offseason, hit a couple nice passes this past week.
He throws the ball well. I think he's got a good arm, and he's accurate and has a nice touch on the ball, and especially the deep ball, which is so important for the Ravens, because they run the ball a lot, and if you stay back, they'll hit you in the running game, and if you come up there, then they want to toss it over your head. And so he's got some fast receivers and can do that. They're a very explosive team with a lot of potential 50, 60, 70-yard type plays because of their team speed.
All right, time now for the Ace Ticket Twitter question of the week, and it comes from @mass_double_. I don't even know what that means, but he said a big home opener next week. You've had a lot of home openers. Bill Belichick's driving in. What's his routine? Do you listen to music? You're going through the game plan? You're sure not listening to the talk radio. You don't want to do that. But what's your game day routine going in?
It's a pretty short drive, so it's really just going back over things. Try to relax a little bit in the morning, then go back over the game plan and think about the decisions that I might have to make and what I would want to do in those situations. And just kind of review the situational football. That's an important job for the head coach is to make some of those strategic decisions. And so I just want to make sure that I'm well prepared to do that, so that I can help the team when and if those situations come up.
All right, if you want to ask the coach a question, the head coach a question, you have to follow the team on Twitter @Patriots, #AskBB. Bellustrator, obviously, take a look at Lamar, maybe some of their special teams, right?
They've got very good specialists, as good as anybody in the league.
All right, good stuff. More Patriots All Access will return after this, and then we'll have the Bellustrator for you.
Coming up on All Access.
We'll highlight a very special weekend coming up for Vince Wilfork.
Today, the Hall serves host to our annual Hall of Fame inductions ceremonies.
And later, the Ravens' speed is under the spotlight on the Bellustrator.
Where they fake and then come down and hit this slant route here at Bateman. And he gets a step on him, and it's all over.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. By AdCare. Be recovery strong. Speak up. Reach out. Ask for help. Call AdCare at 800-ALCOHOL. And by Gillette Labs with exfoliating bars. Effortless shave in one efficient stroke.
In his second season as a Patriot, Davon Godchaux has proven to be a reliable member of the defensive line. After extending his contract this summer, head coach Bill Belichick called him one of the best defensive linemen in the league. So how did Godchaux make his way into the NFL? Let's hear from the man himself in our first episode of The Journey, presented by Acronis and HubTech.
Respect the journey, respect the work. I need to be on top, so you know my worth. Yeah.
Always, as a kid, we used to always play in the field, like pick up and run. Like we used to call the game pick up and run. Like basically anybody who get the ball, get hit, everybody against that person. But everybody was like, you can be pretty good. You big, you can be pretty good. And I got really good at it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take off from it. So 8 years old it started. The high school I went to, we had like 7 through 12. So back then you can play varsity in the 7th grade if you was really good. So I actually played the last varsity game of the season in the 7th grade. 9th grade I started, and the rest is history. 8 years old, I wouldn't have thought that I'd be here right now. We was just doing it for fun, but after I got to middle school and high school, and people was like, man, you can be pretty good. And I started getting football scholarship offers, going to camps and dominating, and I was like, yeah, I can be pretty good at this, so I started taking it more serious. Dream was to always go to college. Dream was to always go to LSU. I always knew I wanted to play at that stadium, and I always, watch, Glenn Dorsey, the D-line, Marcus Spears, watch guys like that, and I always was like, man, I want to be like that one day, and, sure enough, my dreams came true. The most electrifying you'll see a stadium, like it's the best experience you'll get. A night game is, a game LSU in period, crazy, but a night game is unbelievable. Like nothing matches it, no NFL game, nothing. The fans be all into it, it's crazy.
Fires to the right, and it is picked off at the 40. Vincent Wilfork at the 50, at the 45, at the 40. Vincent Wilfork.
Man, first of all, I just want to congratulate Big Vince on being inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame. That's an honor. Me and Vince connected when Brian Flores came down to the Miami Dolphins. We got up on a couple of techniques, came to the field, worked some techniques with me. And ever since then, we kind of stayed in touch. We kind of speak the same language, so it's kind of easier to relate to him than some other people who probably don't know what he's talking about Vince. It's kind of easier to relate to him because I know what he's talking about. I had one of my friends, closest friends, who passed away from a car accident. He was like one of the guys who was like, man, you gotta be like the biggest, swaggiest guy. And he had like a store he used to work at, and we used to go to the store, have our lip per diem, check at LSU, let's spend it all on clothes. Used to just go there and just buy clothes and buy style, buy swag. And it kind of took off from there. Then once I got to the league, I got some money in my pocket, and I started to invest into it. To me, your smile is everything, and what you have on is first impression for me. So I always want to, be stand out when it comes to that. So I think, and it's really no stopping from there. It's only going to get better and better. It means a lot to me being a bigger guy. I try to tell guys in the locker room, they're like, oh man, I don't want to get in the fashion. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you should do it. But it means a lot when people come in and be like, man, we really like your swag. As a bigger guy, I can definitely see something like that definitely being a future for definitely. Actually, New York just had their fashion week, but of course we in football season, but just kind of definitely might be a post-career for real.
Last question here. You're talking about Fashion Week in Paris, New York Fashion Week. Did you ever think about going with the overall look that Vince went with, just regular overall?
I got a look.
And did you ever try to you think you could pull that one off?
You know what's crazy? It's not really an overall, but it's a jumpsuit. I have a jumpsuit for next week game that I'm wearing. It's a Prada jumpsuit that I'm wearing next week in honor of Vince for his Hall of Fame inductee in the Patriots organization.
to Jacoby Myers. Deep down the right side for Rex Burkhead. Yeah! Dives and catches. Touchdown!
What's new about the Baltimore Ravens? Not much. Quarterback Lamar Jackson bet on himself during contract negotiations and is winning the bet early. Yet the Ravens blew a big lead at home to Miami last week, which is still fresh in their minds.
We don't forget, you don't wipe your mind, it's not like your mind's wiped clear. So we're going to remember and we're going to be motivated by it. And if you're not motivated by it and many other things, then what are you here for? So, yes, I guess, to whatever your question was.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to look at the Ravens with the Bellustrator. Coach started here, and Lamar Jackson has a pretty nice run here.
Well, the Ravens are a very explosive offensive team, and this is going to be a big challenge for us to not give up these kind of plays in the game. So this is, Lamar splitting it on a 78-yard quarterback keep.
That's the danger of playing this guy, too. When you really don't have safeties back there, that second level, if he creases it, there's really no chance to get him.
It's all over. Yeah, and the same thing happens here in the passing game. This is Bateman. Bateman's in the slot, and so the Ravens run a little play-action pass here where they fake and then come down and hit this slant route here at Bateman, and he gets a step on them, and it's all over.
And that's critical for them, too, because everybody thinks they're such a 3 tight end based offense led by Andrews, obviously really good tight end, but they have receivers that could crease you.
Yeah, they do. Duvernay, Bateman, we got some fast guys. Plus, of course, Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the league. And they have probably the 2 best specialists in the league. Of
course.
Certainly Justin Tucker's, had a great career, is having a great career. Here is on a 51-yarder. I mean, that's about a 5-iron for him.
5-iron.
Just bangs that one right through. And then they drafted Jordan Stout, and he's a rookie punter from Penn State. This kid is really another good player. Here he hits one, 58 yards. This is in the preseason game against the Cardinals. 58 yards, out of bounds, right on the sideline, paints it on the sideline there with no return and changes field position. So in addition to their explosive offensive players and a hard-nosed defense, they've got great specialists, so they can control field position.
Great challenge in the home opener. Go get them, Coach. Good luck.
All right. Thanks, Seth.
All right, there you go. There's your Bellustrator. More Patriots All Access. We'll return right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots. Proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. By Pepsi. Patriots watching? Better with Pepsi. And by Dan O'Brien Auto. Come in to any Dan O'Brien Auto Group store today and get your awesome protection plan. Keeping it awesome.
Sam, Bam, Rodney Harrison.
Today, the Hall serves host to our annual Hall of Fame inductions ceremonies.
Will, it was an honor and a pleasure to coach you. Congratulations. You look good in red.
I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
So, Mr. Kraft, I love you, and thank you for loving me unconditionally.
Best 10 years of my playing career in my life.
This honor means more to me than you can imagine.
He's the epitome of a football player.
He was the best, and if you don't believe me, just ask him. I think it's important to know, Rodney didn't choose the Patriots because we were a dynasty. He chose the Patriots to help us become one. And that's exactly what he did.
Love you guys.
There's no, well, this guy's like Seymour. No, he's not like Richard Seymour. They just don't come along. They're a generational type player.
This is what it's like playing linebacker for us. And now it's like,
Well, great event coming up this weekend as they honor Vince Wilfork being inducted into the Patriots Football Hall of Fame. Welcome back to Patriots All Access, everyone. And our Bob's Discount Furniture Studios with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. They got the win. Your impressions of getting the win in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I had to have it. You know, a really solid road win. I don't think it was perfect, Mike, and I think the best you can ask for is improvement. And I think offensively we saw signs of improving. I think defensively they were pretty solid again, but offensively, all those communication problems up front with the offensive line didn't seem to see as many of those, if any at all. And I thought as a result, they were able to move the ball a little bit more effectively.
And I would focus on that final 6 minutes and 33 seconds to pound them into submission. So to me, one of the things I love about football is it's a physical game. And sometimes it's just as simple as, we're going to run it, you know we're going to run it, can you stop us? I thought that was a big confidence booster for the Patriots.
How has Mac Jones looked in your eyes?
A little bit up and down to me still. Still not quite as comfortable looking to me as he was last year as a rookie. I think he's still sort of searching. But, Steve, what really sticks out to me is I think there are times where I think he's missing some open guys in going downfield a little bit more on third down especially. But I also think some throws have gotten away from him a little bit. So not terrible, but I don't think has been impressive as he was as a rookie.
And when we think about what Bill Belichick has always said, he values in quarterback play, accuracy and decision-making. And I thought that Mac was great last year as a rookie. Right. Maybe great's a strong word, but very good in that area, those areas last year. Not the same through 2 games. And to me, my question would be why? And how can you get him moving in the right direction if you're the Patriot?
What have we learned about the Patriots defense now that we're 2 games in?
I'll tell you this. I don't know how much because of the opponents, especially this Pittsburgh one. Now, Miami, certainly explosive, much better performance in terms of the final results in that one. But I will say this, Mike. I think they're more physical up front. I think their ability to stop the run without adding extra bodies to do it, I think that's been a big change from the last couple of years. They've really struggled in that department in the past.
And let's put some names on the thought. Like, I think you got to mention Davon Godchaux, Lawrence Guy, Christian Barmore, Carl Davis, Dietrich Wise Jr. Like, those guys they don't do like the flashy work and you're not going to have the headline, but they're jacking these offensive linemen up and really controlling the line of scrimmage. I thought Matthew Judon, the way he finished that game on defense, that was really impressive to me. The way he finished it off.
Yeah, and I want to give some love to Dietrich Wise. I think he's been their best player in the 2 games. I think, maybe it's because I wasn't really expecting him to be such a strong player against the run. I don't think that's been his forte, in his time in New England. I think he's really developed into a really solid 2-way defensive lineman. Captain this year, he's played like it.
Well, all those guys are going to be tested this week because now they got the Baltimore Ravens coming to town and a quarterback that can make plays with his legs and make plays with his arm.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson.
And it puts a lot of stress on exactly what I talked about improving so much on defense, the run defense. And the Ravens, strangely enough, Steve, haven't really been able to run it traditionally. The running backs haven't done anything. It's been all Lamar Jackson. He just has that look right now of a guy who bet on himself. He's, everybody knows the story. He's going to be a free agent. He turned down a lot of money, a lot of guaranteed money. And he's betting on himself, and through 2 games, he's played like an MVP.
Can't wait to see what Bill Belichick cooks up X's and O's wise to try to contain him. Right. I don't think you ever stop him. Mac Wilson's a guy I would highlight, like starting this last game at linebacker for the Patriots, a little bit faster, a little bit more athletic. We saw where he made the tip on the interception. Yep. I think he needs to be a big part of whatever they do defensively.
Prediction time. Did they go 2-1?
Yeah, I think this is a scary spot. Defensively, I think Baltimore is pretty good, and they had an absolute implosion in the 4th quarter against Tua, allowing 28 points, 6 touchdown passes for Tua in that game. I don't think that they're going to have that kind of a performance again. I think they're a little bit banged up back there and starting to get a little bit healthier. And I believe in that look that Lamar Jackson has right now, 27-16 Baltimore.
You're going with Baltimore, huh?
I am.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Paul as well. I'm going to go 27-24. I think the Patriots will score some more points. No, I think so. And I think what John Harbaugh, the Ravens coach, said was that game won't define them.
Yep.
Their blown lead in the fourth quarter and how they respond will. I think coming in an angry team, Steve.
Oh, I disagree with both of you guys.
So shocked. I'm shocked.
I think they can build up
He's mad at
momentum
us.
and get going. Exactly. That'll do it for this week's edition of Patriots All Access. For Mike Reese and Paul Perillo, I'm Steve Burton. Have a great week, everybody.